Yes, I think for Joshua, you have nothing else to prove. Of course.
This ain't no Andy Ruiz, bro. Just say,
Hey, look, if if you're a businessman, of course you want Joshua to face all the other contenders, right? Joe Joyce would be a good pick. England,
Yeah.
sell out 60, 70,000 people in these venues. If you're Eddie Hearn, that's probably what you want. You want to keep milking that cash cow, right? But I think if I'm Joshua and I'm the competitor that I think he is, because he's fought almost everybody in that top 10. It's all about legacy fights now. This is a legacy fight. What sucks is that if he would have beat Usyk, not many people would have given him credit. They would have said, "Oh, he's fighting a smaller man," But Usyk is a tremendous fighter, one of the best fighters of this generation. Let's just say it like that. I mean, you don't find too many pure boxers like that. Comics Vet said he might end up like Deontay Wilder, but just as a Brit, just overrated, right? And I think he just doesn't get credit. I don't know why. I mean, he's beaten so many good boxers. I know Comics Vet said only reason he beat Klitschko is because Klitschko was older. And I agree with that. But Joshua was 20, what? He had less than 20 fights under his belt. You still got to give him credit for winning that fight. For some reason, Joshua just doesn't get credit in the boxing world. But I'm going to go ahead and give him credit, right? I think when it's all said and done, you're going to look back and say, this guy has given us great fights. And like I said, if I'm Joshua right now, I'm just looking at legacy fights. He doesn't have a long career as far as fights go. 5 fights maybe? Yeah. 26 fights? Yeah. I'm looking at Fury. I'm looking at Usyk. I'm looking for greatness. You can easily sell out a 60,000 stadium venue and get paid $20 million. But if he's about it, he's going after the belts. And right now, who has the belts? Usyk and Fury.
Hey, there you go. It's crazy that, you just talked about Joshua's resume. I kind of called him I was talking with your brother about this. I kind of called him the La Hoya of the heavyweight division.
Yeah.
When you look at his resume, he fought everybody. He came up short, but he fought everybody. He fought everybody. And you can also add the gold medal, the golden boy moniker, the media darling of boxing, very well spoken, good looking dude. Like there's a lot of similaringsimilarity.
I think that's what it is. When somebody's good looking, you just automatically hate him. People just automatically think he has to work harder than everybody else.
I know there's that rematch clause in effect. It's probably gonna go in. Joshua, like he said, you brought up Wilder. These guys are complete opposite when it comes to taking losses. One makes excuses, the other one takes it like a man, sportsman-like.
Hold on to that thought. Don't forget. But guess what? Wilder hasn't fought Chisora. Wilder hasn't fought Dillian White. Wilder never fought Klitschko. Wilder never fought Joseph Parker. Wilder never fought.
The list goes on and on.
Wilder never fought Usyk. Wilder never fought. Name anybody. Wilder has never fought all these fighters, but somehow he gets the credit that I feel like Joshua should get.
Yeah, just because they're the biggest puncher. And we'll go down our list of pound, and you'll see why I have Wilder almost out the back door. But but no, opposite when it comes to taking losses and how you bounce back from them. Joshua took it like a man. You saw him. He wants to run it back. He mentioned how he's a quick learner. This is a learning experience. He wants to run it back. I think it was Tony Bellew that said, somebody asked him before the fight, is this Anthony Joshua's toughest fight or biggest fight? And he says something along the lines like, no, the second Andy Ruiz fight, it was his biggest one because if he lost, pretty much it was over. This one, he could take a loss, which people didn't think he was going to take it, but he could take a loss and come back. Now, I feel like he's back in almost that seat with Andy in a way, where if he takes this rematch, I'm not saying he's completely out, but it can send him back a bit. Again, we talked about he can always make competitive fights. He can always still be there in the top 5 mix, top 3 mix if he, if the best Joshua comes. But I don't know. I feel like we'll have sentiments of like that second Andrew Ruiz. Well, now there's gonna be way more on the line, more for him to lose. Obviously, a lot to gain in those titles and legacy and avenging a loss. But it's this second one, which I think they're gonna run back. Most likely they will. It's gonna be a lot of pressure.